Welcome to our show, Vikings Unscripted. We're bringing the latest news and highlights and everything about PSU athletics. I'm your host, Ronaldo, and today's guests are track and field, and we'll dive into what it's like to be a part of the track team. So let's welcome our Vikings. Okay, so we have Jamie Zamrin.
Hello.
And then we have Phoebe Brown.
Hi.
So again, we're just gonna read you your stats. So you're a from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Yeah. You're a redshirt senior, academic All Big Sky. You rank third in indoor for the 5K. Outdoor, you rank 7th in the 10K and 8th in the 5K. That's really impressive. And you hope to work in government matters of diversity. That's insane. So a little bit congratulations for that. And now we got Phoebe. You're from Tillamook, so you're a hometown kid. You're also a redshirt senior. You're a 12-time academic All Big Sky. That is insane. I don't know if anything's like that. Just 12 times. So you rank second all-time in the 2K steep chase, fifth all-time in the 3K steep chase, and you rank 9th all-time in the 4,000 meter. So you guys, incredibly impressive athletes. And you hope to become a physical therapist. And I was told you're going to go to Pacific after this?
Yes.
Yeah. So great, great athletes. So now, let's go to our first segment, Beyond the Field, where we get to know a little bit more about our athletes. So, what is your go-to treat after a big race? We'll start with you.
Chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
Easy, basic.
Actually,
Yeah.
Oh, I love those. I have been addicted to chocolate chip cookies recently, but I'm like a little too much sugar, so I get like these protein bars, and it's insane. But yeah, okay, continue. Yeah, is that it?
Yeah, probably.
all the chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, just everything chocolate chip cookie.
I'd say sometimes we're usually with the team and get a good milkshake. You know,
That's true.
we usually go out to eat.
Like strawberry, chocolate, vanilla. Please don't say
Oh,
vanilla.
I have to say strawberry.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, sometimes I go chocolate. Sometimes if there's chocolate peanut
That's
butter,
amazing. No,
that's even
vanilla.
better.
Unless there's like something in it, vanilla.
She worked for Tillamook Ice Cream.
I did.
So.
I scooped ice cream.
Is that place like
Professional.
So you were in the giant vat.
Yes.
You were those people that like all the
I
kids
know. I
watch.
wasn't. No, I. That's.
He was a professional
That's actually
scooper.
the cheese production. I scooped ice cream for everybody. Yeah. I won giant arm, one little arm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just one thing. So do you have any stories from like road trips with your team? Anything crazy? Obviously, like not too explicitly.
Our coach Dan Getz is super into doing fun things on trips. So normally coaches like you go to a meet, you go to dinner, that's it. Dan always makes sure there's an activity, which is really weird. So like we've gone mini golfing. This last trip we were on to our conference meet, we went to a pinball arcade, which was really fun. But yeah, he's always about the activity, and he also has to beat us in all the activities.
Oh yeah.
Which is obnoxious. He's way too competitive.
We told him how good I did in pinball. He ran to the pinball machine.
Yeah, he has to beat you in every single activity.
Yeah.
I would not let that slide. I would I would get good at everything else. Like aside from track and everything, I would not let someone try to beat me like that. But I mean, so how is Portland different from y'all's hometowns? We'll start with you, Phoebe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So different. So yeah, I'm from Tillamook, tiny little dairy town. More redneck than cowboy.
Oh, okay.
And Portland is just, a big city, very modern. So many different people and so many different like cultures all coming into one place. And I think it's been really fun, and it's been just like so cool to meet different people. But I think that also sometimes I'm like, oh my God, there's so much going on. I'm a little overwhelmed. It needs to be quiet. But yeah. I think
So you're loving the city life. Could you live in it forever, or do you
not
just
forever, no.
Not forever?
I think I'm
Okay.
good. I've had my
You fill.
I come from like the same sort of mantra. I lived at Hillsborough. I mean, it was kind of a small to medium town, but once I heard of Portland, I loved it. I feel like I could live in Portland for like ever. Maybe not Portland, maybe LA, different San Francisco, But I get it. And for you?
Yeah, I'm from the East Coast, so that's like a huge thing. I just came to PSU this year, and Phoebe will tell you I'm extremely blunt, and that's apparently not a thing in the Pacific Northwest. So that's been an adjustment. Like just talking to people, I'm very sarcastic, and they like won't know that I'm joking.
So seriously.
Yeah, but I'm like always kidding. So that's been funny. But other than that, same as Phoebe, very small town, farming, just agriculture, boring. So I also, like, when I came here over the summer last year, I wanted to do, like, every activity. So I'd look up and, like, Oregon, the, like, newspaper would say, like, there's 25 festivals this weekend. I'd be like, I have to go to all of them. Like, I'm, like, looking at all the festivals. But I love it. I think it's so fun. I love living here.
That's great, yeah. I mean, I also, for me right now, Portland's a little boring. No offense to Portland. I've just done all of it because I've lived here for so long.
Have you gone to a track meet?
Have you been to the Mermaid Festival? Like, what do you mean all of it?
Okay, maybe not all of it. Never mind. Maybe not all of it. Yeah, maybe not all of it. So we know we talked during trips. You do stuff. What else does your team do for bonding? Do you guys go to like that? Oh, I forgot what it's called. It's over around here. It's this little like hot pot place. Do you guys go there as a team? Do you guys go out for like dinners and everything like that?
We like to cook for each other a lot.
Yeah.
That happens. We had brunch at her place a few weeks ago.
Hosted brunch.
Yeah. We dress up for practice sometimes. This last week, you could be a green bean or a cowboy. And green bean means
Votes
they give
were
us
split
yeah, they're
on
split.
which spirit day we wanted to do. So we just let the split happen.
Yeah, we let it happen. People show up to practice in like cowboy hats, but then we also have issued like green shorts and green tops, and you don't normally wear green on green, but that is the green bean. So we had green on green that day. So yeah, it's
That's
just
really
like fun
exciting.
little
Okay.
things like that.
Yeah. Okay. That's
we had
pretty
silly
cool.
sock day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Well,
also
yeah.
have to drive to like our runs on the weekend, so
Yeah.
that feels like bonding because we drive to like
Stuck
a
in
trail.
Like
for
carpool and
an
everything like
hour.
that?
Yeah.
Well, with like team
With, like,
bands.
bands.
Oh, team
So
bands.
like we'll have like 12 of us in the van. Someone picks the playlist. It's like jam session in the van, and then we'll get coffee after, and then drive back to PSU. So like a long run takes like 5 hours
Yeah.
because we like, do all this stuff.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Fire. So thank you so much. Now we're gonna go on our next segment, Axe Talk, where we learn more about the team and track. So I understand that you are the head of the SAAC, Jamie, and you're the president for the whole Big Sky Conference. What has that been like? That is insane.
Yeah, so SAAC, it's SAC, so it's the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and it's basically every institution and every conference has a SAC.
Yeah.
So every school you go to with athletics has a SAC, or they should. And then the Division I has a SAC as well. So my role is like I work with the conference, and there's 2 kids from every school in our conference that come to a meeting on Zoom, and I say what we're doing, and we run different initiatives. And then I also go to NCAA meetings for Division I, and that's 1 person from every conference. So that's pretty crazy because it's like the whole country.
Is it just like
in
a
meeting.
big meeting room with like the longest table, or?
When we meet, like most of it's over Zoom, but like I have been to Indianapolis, like the NCAA thing, and you get like a fancy like name tag in the front. You have your own microphone, and you have to say like permission to speak, and then you speak. It's like very professional.
That is. I don't know if I could.
But
do
then
that.
we like go play basketball after, and it's like.
Oh,
chill.
really? Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, it's not. It's a mix of both. It's fun though. I really enjoy it.
How has it been like doing that and also doing track?
I always like the metaphor of like as a student athlete, you're juggling things. So you have academics, you have social life, and athletics. So I kind of fit that into like academics almost. So it's like you're always going to be holding one and doing more of one at one point than the other one. The other one's going to fall a little bit, and then you're going to pick it up again, and you're like, all right, I got to work on my athletics right now. So it's kind of like that. SAC ebbs and flows with how much I need to do for it.
I'm guessing since you're a redshirt senior, you're going to be done this year, and then are you going to continue doing that afterwards?
Yeah, so I have 1 season of eligibility for cross country, but then nothing after that. So I'll run for the fall, and then I still hold this role until summer of next year.
Do you think going to those meetings and everything like that and learning a lot, do you think that helps with the leadership success in your team?
Yeah, because I mean, like the whole point of SAC is like you go through things as a team, you go through things as a college, as an athletic department, and you get really fired up, and you're like, why is this happening? We don't know how to deal with it. And then you go in this meeting, and the NAU is like, we're having the same problem. And it's like, what'd you guys do? And you just copy them. And that's like the benefit of SAC is like knowing people going through the same thing. So, for example, we were going through kind of like, I'd say like energy depletion at the end of the season. Everyone's tired. No one's like excited to practice anymore. So at my SAC meeting, someone brought up, we'll do like an appreciation round where everyone has to like put notes into bags for everyone that say like, I appreciate this about Phoebe because she's so great, and then you get to read it and you feel like energized again to go to practice. So it's great to like learn about here's what we could do tangibly to like help us out from other people.
Yeah, that's crazy. So for both of you, do you see yourself in adulthood continuing track and doing it more professionally?
I wouldn't say professionally because, yeah, running is a really hard thing to get into professionally, but I do see myself running more. There's so many like track clubs. Like I have a friend who coaches a track club. Yeah, if you can get into meets, like usually there's a small entry fee or something, then you can race. And so that's definitely something that I feel for other sports they don't really have after they graduate is, yeah, you can be part of a club, but that requires so many more people because you have to have a full team. If you're running, like you can just run on your own. And so yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep on running.
Yeah, for you?
I'll probably take a break for a bit, you know.
I
have
get that.
like
Okay, I get
yeah,
that.
different exercise classes I want to like try, but then I'm sure I'll find my way back. And like I want to run a marathon. I want to do the major marathons and stuff like that. So not really track, but more so marathons.
So I heard that you competed in the Big Sky Outdoor Championship. How was that experience?
So fun. Yeah, it was hard, but it was very fun. I had a very weird race scenario. So with track and field, when you're at a championship, it can be very strategic, meaning people who are thinking they're going to win are going to run to the front of the race. They're going to run really slow, so everyone else has to run slow for like a while. And then they're going to sprint the end. And then they're like trusting they're going to beat everyone just by sprinting the end. So I ran a 10K, and for 6K of the 10K, we ran close to what I run at practice. Like we were
so really jogging. So like
jogging.
light
And I was
work.
like falling on people because it was so slow. And then these girls just like drop the hammer and like
And they
kill
just
the
go.
ending. But I placed, so it was exciting. It was really good, and the team. You can talk about the team. The team did really well.
Team did do really well. We scored the most points we've scored in a really long time. So that's really awesome, which means we had the most people place, so top 8 in the conference score. And we had a couple people in the steeple score, and we had a couple people in 800, 1500. So like I think all but one event scored that we entered people in. So like that's just incredible for us because we are mostly a distance team. We don't have a full track team. We don't have like a bunch of jumpers and sprinters and throwers. Like we have a couple, but we're mostly distance. So that was really cool for us.
Far, yeah. So I know you had to sit out during a knee injury.
Yeah.
How, because you know a lot of athletics is mental. How do you think that's affected you like mentally? Because I feel like it can be a little discouraging, right?
Yeah. So that was last weekend. My knee was hurting before we even left, but it was out of the blue. So I figured, it'll be gone. It's a weird thing. It'll be gone tomorrow. And we went, and I tried to run, and it hurt really bad. And I was like, okay, let's just make it happy and go for the race. And it's not a problem. If I can get on the line, then it won't be a problem. And our trainer said, okay, there's nothing broken. It's just going to hurt a lot. So you're not going to make it worse. It's just going to hurt really bad.
That's saying,
Yeah. And so going to the steeple, your knees are really important because you're jumping over some water. And I stepped on a girl's hand because she fell. And that made me kind of turn my knee a little funny. And yeah, we were running against 30-mile-an-hour winds, and it feels better to like run faster. So we were running really slow. And I got like almost halfway, and yeah, I just like ran into a barrier and was like, this is hurting much more. And at that point, I was at the back of the race, and I was like, I'm not even competing anyone. So it was very emotional for me. I've never stepped off on a conference race. I've only ever stopped one other race in my entire life. So like that, I've probably raced like 200-300 times in my life, and that was like, wow, probably not 300 times. Sorry, I just thought about that. No, I was like, that's really high.
they'll believe it. The audience will believe it.
The past 10 years. So it's just like, that was a very emotional for me, but afterwards I was like, okay, you know what? It's just part of the adventure. You know,
It's one day.
It's one day, and like I said, I'm not done running, so it's just like an experience that I probably wouldn't have had in any other situation, so it's okay.
Well, I hope you get better and
you.
continue to race and everything like that. So that was it for Axe Talk. Now we're on to our final segment, a little game we're going to do. So let's get this started. We have to move a little bit just to get this game started, so I will adjust. So before we go on, here, let me talk a little bit before. So this game, it's a little orange game we're going to play. We're going to pick up oranges with our little knees and everything like that, and we're going to go and put it in a hula hoop. And we're going to see who can do most in a minute 30. It's me against Jamie. So let's do this. Y'all can see the hula hoops. We have to use in between our knees, and we're just going to have to do it. We're going to see how much. I'm really good at this.
I'm very competitive.
Really competitive.
Yeah.
Exactly. You talked about our competitiveness and everything like that. I won't lose, but we'll see.
Oh.
So, so for director, we have our timer.
Yep.
So, count me down.
All right,
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, start.
All right.
So we have to go like this.
They're
Oh,
off to a good start. Oh, Jamie hopping into the hula hoop. Oh, solid landing.
Oh.
Oh, missed the landing.
So I go like this. Okay.
Oh,
That-
oh, missed the landing again. Let's go,
Oh,
Jamie.
I almost crashed.
Okay.
The goal is to not open.
Not touch
the
it.
Oh my
doors.
god.
That's so unfortunate. That's crazy. See how oh.
That's
I
so
feel like
unfortunate.
the pants are helping
Oh.
though.
The
You
pants
know,
are not
a little bit
helping.
more
My shoes are not
friction.
helping.
Ah!
Okay. What is? So can you give me time?
Oh my god. Okay.
Give me time. Give me time.
Sweating.
Time? I don't. Ooh.
25 seconds. Okay.
You got it. You
Ah.
got it. No sweating.
This is like actually.
All right.
The
all
slow
right,
person
all
wins the
right.
race.
Ooh, went from the hopping method to the crawling
Oh
method.
no.
Here we go.
I can
Oh,
jump.
let's go, Jamie. The sliding
I
method.
think
Okay, it's 3 and 3. Oh no, it didn't
my
go.
it's- Give me that time. Tell me.
3 on 3.
1,
Oh!
time.
Looks like it would have been a tie, but we had an orange come in. It was in
Okay,
the
guys.
air when the time
Yeah.
called.
So as you can see, I am as good as a track athlete.
Yeah, this is what we do on the track.
This is what we do. So thank you, everyone. I hope they can see me. Thank you, everyone, for coming to our show. Thank you so much for the track athletes
Yeah.
for being here. And that was Vikings Unscripted. I'm Ronaldo, signing out.
Thank you.
Huh? Hold up.